Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and to the garden. In today's video we're going to be heading back to my favorite bargain plant store, B&M, as I have heard they have had a further order in from the last one. We did check out their first order on our last video with some fantastic stuff, but again we've heard there's further plants to go and have a look at, and as an added bonus at the end we're going to be taking a look at some of the mixed selection in Morrisons. Again, some fantastic bargains in there, so certainly hang around to check that out. So with all the excitement, we'll take a casual drive down to get there, and as we're back in store now, certainly feel free to subscribe to the channels. We'll be trying to give you updates throughout the year, trying to be first to show you. You can see we've got the annuals, that was in our previous video, and you can also see they've added quite a few more plant racks, accommodating for more plants. Here's some of the hellebores that were in last video, and you can see just £15 a plant here, some fantastic colors. This is one of the first ones that's new for today's video. This is your Saxifraga, name always makes me laugh slightly here. It's one of your alpines, got them on at 4 for £10. Once again, fairly good deal for these. Stays fairly evergreen. I just love that kind of pops of color you can add to the garden. As we come around this way, I can see we also have a few other ones on top here. Now there's a Cuba on the bottom. This was in before, but you can also see £8.50. We've got this Cuba Mr. Gold Strike, which again has some interesting leaf patterns and colorations on that. Just taking a look further down here, you can also see we've got the Azalea Japonicas coming in at just £6.50. And I've got quite a few of these in the garden. I love the color pops in spring. Loads of different varieties, from your hot shot to a few of the other ones. Again, lovely little plant, and certainly for the price I'd recommend picking one of those up. Next we've got some perennials here, which is your Verbrina. And again, apologies on the mispronunciation on these guys. We've also got the Foxglove or Digitalis. Again, fantastic little plants there, and as you can see here, decent little variety. We've also got the cherry laurel coming in here, and you can see this one is coming in at just £8.50. Great if you're looking to add sort of a hedge or evergreen kind of backbone to the garden. Decent sized plants on these, as you can see, all looking very healthy, so you know, can't argue with that, especially for the price that we've got here. Moving down this way, it does look like we've got the Lelandii conifers in. Again, this was a statement last year. They had quite a few of these, and again, another one, £8.50. Again, can't complain on that. Great for, once again, that evergreen backbone. You know, really keeps the garden looking nice sort of all year round and green. I've definitely tried to kind of do this in my own garden, keep sort of the green all year round. Next we've got some rhododendron here, fantastic plants coming in at just £12. Great bargain on these. You can see all in flower bud already. We've got the Marcella Marina, I believe. Once again, a few new varieties to myself. With these ones here, it does look like they've got different varieties of colors as well. Next one here, we've got the Lycothi, £8.50. Fantastic foliage on this. One that I've not seen in here before, so interesting to see that alongside of the Heuchera and Angel's wings that we saw in the previous video. Another new one here we've got is your Cleanthus Skylark. £6.50 for these. Again, flowering evergreen shrub, really can't go wrong with that. Next to your Nadina here, now I do have a soft spot for these. I've got a very large one in the garden. I love the kind of spring foliage on it, good contrast on that one as well. And here's another new one, and this is your Jacobina passiflora. Now this unfortunately is not going to be fully hardy in the UK. It is going to be more of a kind of house plant, one of the also known as kind of Brazilian fuchsia on that one. Very, very lovely plant, worth picking up as well. Got some of the other shrubs up here which you can just see. Few different varieties. Once again, I'm not as sort of familiar with my shrubs. You can see here we've got the it's Botina. Most of my kind of plants in my garden are more in the tropical style, but once again, great to marry these in, as I do find that you know, mixing of different variety of plants can give your garden a really unique feel. Great to see again, we have our camellias, and you can see lovely flower buds on those. Those will be ready to come out in spring. Heading back over to Morrisons now, and you can just see Fatsia spider's web. Lovely, huge plants in here, and these are just £10. Although they've only got sort of this kind of small rack, it does look like it's something they're going to be getting back in. Moving in here, we've got some of the Calatheas in pots. Now these do come with the pots. You got another Pacina here. That one's just at £10. Now it does seem to be kind of a newer thing this year, seeing a bit more of these kind of terrariums, which we'll say in a second here. But well, of course we've got the kind of cacti, some of your succulents and things like that. £7, varying prices on these, but great little bargains. Something to stick in the window, and once again, I do bring them them out in the spring and summer. Got again, these are our small terrariums for £6. Got some of the larger ones here. I believe these ones were coming in at, let's just see, this was £15 on that one. Again, fantastic little bargain for that. Brings a nice bit of interest in home and can kind of keep it nicely contained. Moving along, of course, got some of the inexpensive cacti coming in at just £3 with the pot as well. So again, really can't argue with that. Up here, we've got, again, interesting pots, different choices on these, showing you, again, the succulents. You got your Christmas cactus here for £4. Down below, you can just see here, we do have some of the bromeliads in a pot, some of the other spring flowering plants. Got some small acuba. We've got the Philobodium aureum. This one was £6 in the pot. Now, again, with the pot, £6. You'll see in a second here, there's actually one out of a pot for £5, so £1 for the pot. Really can't go wrong. We got the Sansevieria, and again, this is great, I find, for adding that kind of real zing into your spring and summer displays. And of course, most of these are houseplants, so they will need to come in, for the winter. But again, you can see here, fantastic deals, £1.20 for a huge variety of the smaller plants here. Just down below, again, lots of larger versions of that. We even have a Musa Cavendish for £5, which again, get your bananas early. You can see Philobodium aureum there, that's the £5 one that I was mentioning. So again, can't go wrong, get a pot for £1, I suppose. £15 on the camellias here, so you're looking very similar to a B&M across the street there. Next over here, we've got some of the Monstera coming in at £3. Again, cannot argue with that price. Small plants, but of course plants grow, so, if you can handle it being smaller for a time, once again, that could grow into an amazing plant for just £3. Again, some more colourful pots here. Moving on to some of the outdoor stuff. These are coming in at £3 here. A lot of the alpines. We've got some of the sempervivums and sedums, and once again, for £3, great price for these. Really can't complain, for that sort of thing. Again, they have the clearance aisle, and I do find there's actually quite a bit in here, and if you know what you're looking for, you can really grab a bargain. But yeah, with that said, I think looking around in here, even the spring and summer bulbs, very comparable to your B&M. So I would definitely check out some of the supermarkets around you if you haven't, as I found kind of the plant sections getting a lot better than they used to be. But with that said, certainly worth getting down to your local supermarkets at B&M if you can. And again, I do apologize to any of the guys who've left comments on the previous video, just about sort of not having stock in. Fingers crossed your stock will be in soon. But of course, with that said, if you haven't checked out the friends of the channel, it'll be in the comment section below. If you're not part of the channel, feel free to subscribe, join our amazing community, and of course, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.